All right, what's up guys? This is Mitch with Mindset Empire. I'm here for a bonus video with my good friend Jon Boles, CEO of Modus Apparel, and I mean probably other companies too. How many businesses are you running now?
Four.
Four? Yeah. See, I don't even know all of them, and I'm good friends with this guy. But what I wanted to do today in this video, just as a bonus for you, because you guys know Mindset Empire. A lot of what you do starts in the gym. My personal story, you guys know me. I kind of built up my mind. I got a lot of confidence. I started from the inside out, if you want to call it that, to where the gym was kind of my sanctuary. I built up my physique and I got the confidence from the way that I looked. And that carried over into the rest of my life. If I put 100% into the gym, then I had to put 100% into the way that I cook my food and the way I live the fitness lifestyle and all that. And if you're doing that 100%, you're going to carry that same type of mentality into the rest of your life, into your relationships, into your faith and your finances and business. Of what I wanted to have Jon talk to you guys about today, because he's such a good influence for not just for me, but for a whole lot of more people in this industry. And I feel like his leadership is really second to none. And this is a different component that I wanted to bring to the table, where muscle can only take you so far. It only gets you so much. It's like, what do you do with your muscle for the rest of your life and everything else that's going to leave a lasting impact for you, for your family, and for everything else. So, Jon, I appreciate you joining me today. Yeah, for sure. I wrote down a couple questions because I didn't want to forget. So yeah, basically your story. So tell us a little bit more about your story and kind of how the gym influenced your success, I guess, going into business or anything like that. Any type of mentality that you like. When did you start training?
So I started training my senior year of high school. Didn't really pay attention to it. I did it to basically get girls, like what anyone did
all
back
of us.
in high school. Bodybuilding wasn't big back when I was in high school. I played sports, so I was an athlete. Athletes back then didn't fully train hard in the gym because the coaches didn't want you to get too big and hurt your throwing arm, or throw off your shot for basketball, or train legs and then you couldn't run for soccer. So I started training, high school, college. I started getting very serious about it my sophomore year of college. NPC just came out with Men's Physique. I forgot what year they came out with Men's Physique, but it was definitely intriguing to myself because I thought I had a good enough look to where someone, all the Men's Physique guys looked like they were on the magazine covers, and they were in magazines and all this cool stuff. So I said, I want to try doing that. So that's kind of how I broke into the fitness industry and the fitness world, was basically just seeing how amazing I could make my body and how much better I could make my life.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. So were you able to transitioning into business? When did you start your first business?
So I started my first business when I was a freshman in college, I believe. I was freshman in college.
Awesome. So you, as far as training, how much were you training during that point? Were you able to maintain that balance
I was
in between?
Still working out every single day.
Yeah, see, that's the difference of where it becomes a lifestyle, to where someone at Jon's level, to where he's running 4 different businesses even now, and still being able to make time for the gym every single day, is because it's the lifestyle. It's things may come and go in your life. We're all busy. We all have stuff to do, but being able to maintain that on top of it is just absolutely huge. So tell us a little bit about how the people that you surround yourself with in business, how that influences you, even the gym and even outside of the gym.
So give you a quick rundown of who I am. I'm 20 years old now. I started my first business when I was probably 20 years old. So I've been owning, managing, and running businesses for probably 8 full years. I've probably have hired and fired over 300 people. I've done everything from HR to business consulting to management consulting to real estate, being in the fitness industry, branding, marketing, you name it. I've had my hands in it, or I've built it, or I've done it. But you have to surround yourself with people that are better than you. You have to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, that are better looking than you. That you have to surround yourself with people that you would want your daughter or son dating. You know what I mean? The way I view my close group of friends are, they inspire me, they motivate me. And you show me your top 5 friends, or your 5 best friends, I'll show you your future for the next 5 years, because at the end of the day, you might not realize how susceptible you are to everyone else's vibes, or how they talk, or how they portray themselves. You're like a sponge. You soak up stuff without you even knowing. And if you're hanging out with someone who's going out to the club every night, or doing drugs, or just being shady, or any type of negative energy, that's slowly going to enter its way into your life, whether you want to or not, and they're just going to be a drag on you. So ever since I was a sophomore and, you know, one of my companies blew up, I had to be very strategic with who I brought into my life, and I have dropped so many friends over the past 8 years. And at the end of the day, I don't feel bad one bit about it, because I know that I'm evolving and I'm becoming a better person every day. It doesn't mean that I'm better than them. It just means that they aren't able to keep up with the lifestyle that I want to have for the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years.
Man, that's such a good answer. Like, I don't even know what else to say to that. Like, if you guys aren't motivated to go out and get shit done, for, you know, lack of a better term, like in your life, in the gym, or even, you know, outside of the gym, in business and your relationships and all that, then I don't even know what to say. Because
it's to the point, like, not even to sound arrogant at all, but if I hang out with a few friends and they just keep making excuses about life or not going to the gym or this or that, you're probably going to get dropped. I work a minimum of 95 hours a week, sometimes 100, 110 hours a week. I barely see family, friends. I barely see anyone. You know, the only time he's one of my best friends. The only time we fully talk is when it's related to business, or how we're going to link up, or photo shoots and stuff like that, because it's grind, but he respects the hustle. So if you have friends in your life that are making excuses on why they stay with this person, or they're dating, or they didn't get a job promotion because of this, or they can't go to the gym because they don't have time, I'm sorry, but you just don't fit my lifestyle if that's the way you talk.
Yeah, this is the reason why Jon and I connected from the first time. I mean, I saw him at the gym a couple times, and we ended up just talking. We got a workout in, and you could tell right away, like when you have a certain, like, I guess, leadership quality, or you want, there's some sort of quality that you both end up having. This is in like relationships too, but like, for Jon and I, you can tell right away that, like, this is the type of person that I want in my inner circle. Like, there's only, you should be, you know, careful with who you let in, just like Jon said, because they influence you even subconsciously. You don't even realize it. And it goes through, you know, with the positive end of that, to where, you know, I'm around guys like Jon a lot, and then they just influence you, where it makes me want to step my game up in everything that I'm doing, because I was like, man, I think I'm doing well and I'm pushing myself and all that stuff. This dude's over here working even harder. So it makes you kind of reach that level to where you have other people that are doing stuff even more than you. If you're the smartest guy in your group, you need to get a new group, and that's exactly what it is.
And don't feel bad about dropping people. Even recently, one of my companies closed a lot of very high-end clients where I hang out with them week to week now, and they make me feel like a loser now. Yeah. So you're never going to be at the top of the game. If you're the big fish in the little pond, you need to swim out of that little bowl and go back into the wild and keep evolving, because right now, in my mental capacity, like all the things you are saying, you know, I greatly appreciate it, but in my mind, I'm telling myself that I'm not the best as I am right now, because I have friends that are doing X, Y, and Z that seem like light years ahead of me. So now I'm pushing myself 10 times harder, you know, to get to the next stage again.
Yeah, and that's the thing, constant and never-ending improvement, because, I mean, guys like us, I mean, you'll never be really satisfied. You get to a certain level and you want to be able to achieve more. You want to help more people, and you're always going to be setting the bar a little bit higher. So when you surround yourself with other people that are doing that same thing too, it's just contagious at the end of the day. So last thing, if you were to give one piece of advice to someone that's watching this, whether they're a beginner or anything like that, as far as, I guess we can narrow it down more so to like leadership and success in general. Like, I guess one piece of advice for all of it, because as we said, what you do in the gym applies almost to everything that you do in life. So as far as someone to be, you know, successful with their daily activities, anything like that. Something.
It's funny because I get 100 messages a week through Snapchat, Instagram.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably get it a lot, and there's.
So it all depends on what stage in life you're at. So this recommendation might not be for the exact stage that you are in. I'll give 3, just for.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
You know, just because whoever's watching, I don't know if you're 45 years old and you're working at 9 to 5. I don't know if you're an 18-year-old trying to start your first business. So I'll kind of give you a synopsis of what I recommend. First recommendation: through my many years of entrepreneurship businesses, I've been very successful and very wealthy. I've been very dirt poor, eating nothing but peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, wondering how I'm going to pay rent. I've been all over the spectrum. But the number one thing you have to do if you want to be successful for longevity, not just short term. Short term, anyone can go make $100,000. It's really not that hard. In today's day and age, anyone can go and make money. You can go sell and pitch a service or product to anyone and close a deal. But at the end of the day, what is going to make you happy? You don't want to chase money. You want to chase passion. Start projects or work for a company that you're passionate about. That every day when you go into work, if your boss makes you come in 2 hours early, you're still ecstatic because you love what you're doing. So one recommendation is don't chase money. Don't chase the cars, the girls, the jewelry, the this. Money will come, houses will come, success in that aspect will come, but what you don't get back is time, and time is the most valuable asset for someone like myself or Mitch when we're this busy. So if you chase passion, it's gonna fuel your drive 10 times harder than money or a better body or this or that, because if you're passionate in the gym, your body's gonna look 10 times better than if you were just going for a six-pack or just going for a chest to pull girls or do this or do that. Second piece of advice, your support system and your team, whether if you're an entrepreneur and you own a business, I didn't get to where I am by myself. We have a full structured team for each of the businesses. There's systems that are in place. I couldn't do everything myself, even if I fully wanted to. So even if you're a men's physique competitor, a bikini competitor, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're going through divorce, it doesn't matter if you're positive or negative, your support system and your team, you gotta rely on them. You gotta know that they're there for you. You gotta have that rock at the end of the day. Don't even, I'm never gonna tell someone not to try, but make sure that you are in it to win it and you want it. And once you make that moment, that mindset connection, like he talks about mindset, once you change your mindset and you're willing to give 100%, your whole life is gonna change. Not 98%, not 95%, yeah, that's still an A and you look, it's fine. 100% will break through boundaries and doors that you didn't even know existed, and you'll start surprising yourself.
There you guys have it right there. That's unreal. The amount of nuggets and knowledge and just basic knowledge you can gain from this video. If you have to watch this over again, I highly suggest that you do, just to become motivated. If you want to watch it first thing in the morning, I love listening to stuff like this too. I feel like I'm in my own motivational video. Like I can listen to this guy talk all day long. Something I wanted to mention, if you guys see this dude's outfit right now, so brand new stuff that's about to launch from Modus Apparel. If you guys know, I'm a Modus Apparel athlete. Jon is the CEO of Modus Apparel, which is doing phenomenal right now. Awesome stuff that you can wear inside the gym, as you've seen in mass construction videos for quads and calves. But you can also wear it, outside and just look awesome from head to toe. So to get a special discount, go to modusapparel.com. We'll have it on the screen and enter the code Mindset10. We'll give you guys a discount for being on board with mass construction and everything like that. So Jon, I appreciate you coming out today.
Good, brother.
You're the man. Love you. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace.